It's really nice. You might be back by the end of the night. God damn you, Marwin.
No, but actually, thanks for coming out higher. Glad to see me win. Now enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yeah. Oof, don't roll that die. So, CD straight up killed us in this last one shot that we had on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were fighting against Stinkfist, and we didn't really understand how dynamic powers worked, so we all died to a frost cone. In which case, Ketsueki, the cursed armor, died. And, like, he was, like, frozen in a block of ice. So he's like, what happens when you die? I'm like, I fucking die, and the armor sits there waiting for another living being to get close to it so that it can attach itself to it, and then that person becomes Ketsueki. And he's like, oh, okay. So this morning he texted me to level him up to 11 for no particular reason. I was just like, fuck yeah! Oh my god! God, it's gonna be annoying!
What deck?
Fucking Bloodbender. I mean, Tony looked like he had a lot of fun playing Niv Mizzet. 8.5 Tails hasn't been out in a really long time.
You got any creatures in 8.5 Tails?
Several.
Other than the mana cost?
Several creatures.
Do they have even mana costs?
Some of them. I don't really focus on even or odd mana costs in this deck because it doesn't matter to me.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
But there's a
also
Solemn.
an ancient...
There's a Solemn in every deck.
Alright, well, good enough.
So
All right.
you'll always have the chance of seeing that.
Weed Fox versus Tentacle Monster.
I would still put a Solemn Simulacrum in Obosh.
I'm pretty sure there is one, yeah. Well, there's one in Cooking with Asmore. Because, again, every deck. Let me write all this down to the new game thing. So we're going to Drowning Emrakul versus...
8 in Tref.
Yeah, 8.5.
Are you ready?
Golf Halfler.
Yeah, that's right. I should really be pitching, to Joe. Make your own 8 Dolph Hattler deck.
Yeah, you can make everything white.
Yeah. And then if you want, you can do things with that. Or not. Just let it happen.
Yeah, right. Just every turn, at the end of turn, make a bunch of things white and then say go.
Yeah.
Hey, Yawgmoth, enjoy privilege.
That. Cool. We did the pre.
I just
cool.
hope someone close to Matt Mercer watches our stream for 1 second and hears us say, Matt Mercer looks a lot like Yawgmoth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Someone tell him that for the upcoming Halloween episode, because they're going to do it, they should all dress up as magic cards and Matt should be Yawgmoth. It would just be awesome.
This is about the only time that would happen, because it did just come out with Forgotten Realms.
Right.
How would you like to decide who goes first?
I didn't realize that Vecna wasn't a
Matt Mercer thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, because, they were specifically telling me. You say poker?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's roll 5. You can make 2 sums, or you can add 2. You can have 2 additions of 2 dice if you like.
Yeah.
And then what's your hand?
Yeah. You can only add 2 dice together, but you can add 2 dice together.
You can have 2 additions, and in those additions there can be 2 dice.
Yeah. Like you can roll a 3, 2 2s, and 2 1s, and have 3 3s.
Yeah. But you can't just say, I got. What are you rolling 5? I got a 30 high.
Right.
Well, I got 4 of a kind.
Well.
Nope, that's a 7. That's a 5. Never mind. I got 3 of a kind.
You got 3 6s. I don't think I beat 3 6s. I don't.
More excuses to use the wood dice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm down to play poker. It's fun.
I'm gonna worry and pitch Snappy.
Okay. I worry. Ding, 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 ding. Rampage, snappy. I pitch a Teferi's Protection and a Gideon of the Trials.
Nice.
It's like if I don't see a land, that's going to be a real issue. But I have the heart of the cards. Ooh, shitty heart.
Yo, gross. This one has too much cholesterol.
Yeah. It's like a cow heart of the cards.
Yeah. And once you're ready, play my island, go.
Way to break the norm, Adam.
If you say so.
I'm being sarcastic. 80% of all first turns are island. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, cool. I can look
Draw.
at
Interesting.
viewer list sometimes.
Planes. Foil Kytheon.
Did you say foil?
Yes.
Sweet. No,
It's foil planes into foil Kytheon. I think the first 3 cards I'm playing this game are going to be foil.
yeah.
It's your turn.
Is that deck worth more than your car? Because it's worth
Possibly.
more than mine. No,
I don't know. Depends on how much you're valuing a foil planes at.
I don't know, man. Schwamp, and this...
There's at least like,
Sega.
I think 25 foil planes in this deck.
Now, you know it's a cool feature that we can do? Remember last time I was like, yo, if people want to lurk,
Foil
don't drag them out
planes.
into the world. I can also say, our viewer, and it will randomly pick silver medalists. Awesome.
Perfect.
But
Us.
it'll randomly pick a viewer that it knows about.
Endless Atlas. I can pay 2, tap it, draw a card, activate this ability only if I control 3 or more lands with the same name.
Cool.
And I'm energy for 2.
I'll take 2, I guess. How does he transform?
If him and 2 other creatures attack at the end of combat, I exile him and transform him.
Okay. Sounds like you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Given only that you're tapped out. Okay. Schwamp, bam, Phyrexian Arena, Sego. Ready to start playing this game.
And you have 3 lands out,
Out, yes.
which means I can Knight of White Orchid.
Sweet.
If you control less lands than your opponent, you go look for a basic, and basic planes, put it into the battlefield. Not tapped.
Sweet. Has to be a plains, but
It's okay. That's all I run.
yeah, I mean, we're mono white deck.
I mean, I run non-basic lands, obviously.
Yeah. But if he was like, you know, you had to look for a basic plains and he himself cost like a white, a blue, a black, a green,
Mhm.
that'd be a terrible card.
And then I play a planes for the turn. And I swing for 2 with a Kytheon.
Take 2.
Nice.
You don't want to go stop in the Phyrexian Arena and die somehow?
No. I would love to attack your Phyrexian Arena and somehow blow it out. Go ahead. But only because I'm jealous that I can't run a Phyrexian Arena.
I lose life and draw a card, and then draw a regular card.
That's what I would do. I would partner 8.5 Tails with Kadama of the East Tree.
Yeah.
That way I can play something which would get me something else, which would save mana for protection.
Is land. And while we're waiting, Crystal Shard. It's a creature that I can bounce if I like, which is cool. Singo.
End of your turn, I draw.
I think technically, because of app order, you can't tell when it's the end of my turn. You can guess, but
No, you just say end of turn, and you should say, I move to my end step.
well, that's the thing, because I don't. I say there's nothing on the stack. It is my post-combat main phase. I pass, and then if you do something, then I like. If you do nothing, then we go to the end step.
Oh, weird. I pay 2 white for an 8.5 Tails.
Sweet.
And I swing for 4.
Take 4. Is that going to transform? No, it's 2 others.
Yep.
All right.
Then it's your turn.
Sweet. Take the turn. Draw. Oh, and lose life and draw a card. Go to 30. I play a swamp. And with my 5 mana, that's not true, with 4 of my 5 mana, Damnation!
Damn.
Nation.
I make my Kytheon indestructible until my turn.
Makes sense.
Damnation.
And so go.
Smothering Tithe. Also foil.
Whenever I draw a card, I pay 2 or you get a treasure.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
I really want to make white black. Play the Smothering Tithe and Revel in Riches.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
In for 2.
Oh, swallow. Oh, pay 1? Okay. I'll take the 2.
And it's your turn.
Take the turn. I'm leaving all this mana up, so...
Burger chose a random viewer.
27.
Us.
I lose life and draw a card. I draw a card. I do not pay a single mana.
I get 2 treasures. Oh my god. Prospect treasures.
I drop in his land. And with 6 mana... Massacre.
Yay.
Sweet indestructible Kytheon.
Oh, I
And you lose 2 life because
can't pay its indestructible cost.
That's right. Why? You got treasure.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna waste it now.
I know. And so go.
I will pay a treasure plus this to draw. Nykthos. Shrine Tunics. Okay, that's a decent card. One and 2 for a blind obedience.
Creatures I control enter tapped.
Yep. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. And then I can extort things. But it doesn't matter. Cavalier of Dawn.
Is that exile? I get a golem?
Enters, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token. So
Non-land permanent? Non-land permanent?
I'm hitting your Massacre Worm.
Okay.
You get a 3/3 golem. Tapped. Yep. Pretty dope. And it's your turn. Don't worry, play Snappy.
Well, no sappy. No land either, which is sad. But it's okay, I got 6. Let's go rid of it.
Tapped.
That's right.
It's a foil Yosei,
That's cool.
if you want it. Also in a Johnny Call of the Pride, Silverblade Paladin, and foil full art planes. Do you care if I replace this planes with one that's in play?
No, it's fine.
Perfect.
Um,
I don't like that one. Plus I've got 2 in play already.
Okay. I accept your Yosei. Tapped.
Mm-hmm.
Nephalia Smuggler costs 1 and causes me great sadness. And do you have flying? Do you have vigilance?
4/6 vigilant.
I'll leave this golem up.
Nice.
And so go. Oh, I might have to discard.
It's
Oh, I
like
don't.
planes. Did you pay any mana for the cards that you drew last turn?
No. The ones that I said I'm not paying a single mana.
Perfect. I'll sack these 2 treasures to float 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. And 4 of it. 4 and 8.5 tails. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mana left. And we'll pay 5. Nah. We'll pay 4. Also probably nah, because you've got a flyer. Why'd I give you that?
Not yet. It's tapped.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll pay for a Karn, Scion of Urza. He comes in at 5, goes up to 6 to let you put a Plains or a Settle the Wreckage into my hand.
And the other goes into exile with the silver counter, and -1, you get it later to get it. Plains in your hand, I guess. Slow you getting that a little bit.
And I played a land this turn already. Swing with a Cavalier of Dawn.
So let's go in front of it.
Yeah! You're welcome for that blocker. It's your turn.
Yeah, have both those cards. I lose, I can draw a card. Or, I say cards, I mean treasures. I drop a land. It's Command Tower.
Nice.
Which ever so slightly modifies my plan. You have no flyers. And you have a bit of block, but you can protect, which is more fun. Okay. And you can combine to kill. Alright. For my combat, you'll say to Karn.
I'm gonna path to exile him. Exile target creature, its controller goes and looks for a basic land, puts it in the battlefield tapped.
It's much like a basic land.
Mm-hmm.
What is 2, 4, +1. Instant speed, Rescue from the Underworld. As an additional cost to cast Rescue from the Underworld, sacrifice a creature. Yeah. Choose target creature card in my graveyard, return that card and the sacrifice card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next upkeep. Exile Rescue from the Underworld.
Interesting.
Now let me look that up to make sure that I am getting Yosei back, but either way he dies and I tap
Sounds
5.
like it.
Boop. Card rulings. Do. If the sacrifice creature is put into another public zone instead of the graveyard, perhaps because it's your commander or because of another replacement effect, it will return to the battlefield from the zone it went to. Sweet.
So you get it back.
Beginning of the next end step. Now I get to tap, since he died, 5 permanents.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all target, so I don't know if you want to... Well, I'm gonna choose, I think, when he dies. You got 2 creatures in an Endless Atlas, and then how much land? One land and 2 treasures.
2 treasures.
Let me start by tapping Cavalier of Dawn. 2 treasures.
I think I respond by sacking the treasures and Endless Atlas.
Alright. 8.5 tails and your remaining land.
Cool.
I left myself 2 mana. Which is real cool. This being in the graveyard is sad.
Not for me.
Alright, I'm set. I'm going to begin my end step. Oh, I chose a creature in my graveyard, so it would like as part of Rescue from the Underworld.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it would be Massacre 1, which would enter tapped. And Yoso would enter tapped. Creatures my opponent's control get -2/-2 till end of turn.
Why wouldn't you get the Navalia Strux?
Because it's real good, but also I got rid of 8.5 tails for a second.
Oh, God damn it. At least 2.
Yeah. Go ahead. No one taps that for you.
It's a plains. I'm gonna get a Settle the Wreckage into my hand.
Sweet.
And it's your turn.
End of your turn. Whoop. Unless I pay 1. I will pay 1 its size. No, wait. I play an island. This is among the best, by far, Garuda plays ever. 3/6. Deadeye Navigator. That's the other reason.
Mm-hmm.
Soulbound. Probably the creature I control. Well, they're soulbound. They're sitting there bound. And then what is it? It's exile and return it immediately. Let's start by going to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yosei to Karn, Garuda to you.
Karn down. I take 6.
And it's commander damage.
Huzzah.
God. I've never had so many cards in my hand. Okay. Now the funny thing is I could just bounce it for 1, which is weird. But only once. Only once. Sego?
Oh my god, an untap step. Holy shit.
Yep. Oh, Deadeye Navigator is supposed to be tapped. My bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Plus another one is 6 for a Caged Sun, calling white.
Makes sense. Oh, white creatures get cool.
No.
Oh,
White
your control,
creatures
yeah.
I control the chosen color.
Gauntlet of Power is 1 cheaper and it's everyone. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Fragilities.
Ooh. Can't tell if that's someone famous or not.
Oh, emoji. Who knows?
Yeah.
We have emoji, so I'm looking at this like it helps. I don't know. We are playing Commander 1-on-1, which is strange.
Apparently. Shit. I should have fucking treasures, Alex. God damn it.
No, I went to tap them. You would have. Well, you'd have them now. Yeah.
I sacrificed them, then
Yep.
it went to your next turn.
Yep.
So I should have 2 treasures.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't leave me with a lot to do, though. A lot to do about nothing.
But how much ado? About nothing.
I do a bunch of shit.
Okay, Soulbound. You may pair this creature with another unpaired creature when either enters the battlefield. So I forget, if I, like, Deadeye Navigator right now is soulbound, married to Garuda.
Yep.
But if I throw out a Massacre Worm, is it going to get the 7-year itch and can I repair it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Pretty sure it can only soulbound with the one guy. But Deadeye Navigator is nice and awesome and lets you just blink it for 1 and a blue.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty
it
sweet.
enters back in and you can pair it with whatever you want.
Yeah, but, yeah. So I can blink Garuda and then Deadeye Navigator doesn't necessarily have to repair.
All right.
Then I can repair it.
Which is going to be like no fun. All right, fine. I swing for 5.
Take 5. Go to 21.
And
Blackjack. All right.
it's your turn.
End of your turn. Let's go to enter stout.
Oh, really?
I lose my Ristic Study and an Underground Suite and an island. Ooh, Stone Forge Mystic.
Foil.
For an equipment, reveal it, put in your hand and shuffle, and I may drop an equipment. I don't think... Do I have equipment? Surely I have some equipment. Versus a solemn.
Oh, jeez. I'm just taking
Come
this
on,
back.
solemn. Search for a basic land. I think I'm one shorter on swamp. Swamp. I know what I want. Is creatures.
Deadeye Navigator the Solemn! All of my lands!
I mean... They are tapped, right? Yeah. Anyways. On my turn.
All my lands.
Now, you know what I need is an acidic slime, except in blue or black. Oh, and hang on, let me look at my plan here. Enjoy both of these cards. I draw a card and lose life. I draw a regular card. I go to 20.
I get 2 treasures for real.
You have 30 life. That's pretty cool. I can do a little bit of that. You got a dude who just cannot be massacred.
5/7. Cavalier of Dawn.
Oh yeah, Cage Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be massacred. I have so many cards in my hand. Okay. Well, all right, let's start with combat. And just everyone's going your way. Not everyone. But Yosei and Solemn are going your way.
I block the Solemn.
Makes sense. Flash out a Kaya's ghost form. Enchant creature. No, it doesn't flash. Never mind. Never heard of it. Sell him down, I'll just draw a card. No card for you. Draw a regular ass card. And you take 5. Good. 25. You know, I should have done that. Now I have more shit in my hand. Okay. Can you exile a creature? Oh, Kaya's ghost form, Yosei. Will immediately come back to this. That's kind of funny. So it's kind of a waste, actually. Now, you know what? Kaya's ghost form, got a Navigator. Seems like a big target. If it dies or goes into exile, get it right back.
Mm-hmm.
Or in my hand, maybe? Nope, into the battlefield. That's cool. Cool. I gotta cast something or lose it. I've left myself 6 mana. 3, 5, 6. Still have that. Count. Second. Oh, and then I hit the button to turn it back to your turn.
And no mana up.
That's right.
All right. That'll help a wee Britain. 2, 4, 6. She'll get me that and that. I think that's what we do. Sun Titan. Get me my Stoneforge Mystic. I go look through my deck for an equipment and put it into my hand. that one? Who knows, Adam? This is the problem with putting swords in your deck. Do I go for the one that says you just can't block me? Or do I go with the one that says you can only block with the Deadeye Navigator, but what are the chances?
It's got a Kai's Ghost Form on it.
Yeah, I'm not really too worried about that. I play white. Or do I go with the other one? It's all just so bad. Or that seems like it's not going to help anything that I've got in play. Fuck. We go with a Sword of Feast and Famine. Because untapping seems cool.
How many more times can I kill and bring back your Yosei?
Hopefully none. Okay. Which leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I need 10 for that. Alright, so we'll float. What did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 1 is 9. 9. 5 for a Sword of Feast and Famine and suited up on the Cavalier of Dawn. Leaving 4 left for a Return to Dust.
Artifact or enchantment.
And if I cast it during my main phase, I can exile another artifact or enchantment. So I'm going to hit the Kaya's Ghost Form, and I'm going to hit the Steel Hellkite.
Exile.
Yep.
Yeah, Steel Hellkite was kind of my only trick.
6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I play an 8.5 tails. Should have played that first. I would have had more mana with the Nykthos. It's fine. Great. Swing with the Cavalier of Dawn.
You're right, I won't block. What's it, 7?
Mm-hmm.
I will not throw my Deadeye Navigator in the way.
Awesome.
Unghost
Take
form.
5, 6, 7.
Yep.
You discard a card, I untap my lands.
I will discard lots of the multifarious.
Awesome. Ugin the Ineffable. Unf-withable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana float. So I float 11. Pay for 6, so I have 5 floating. He's going to go down to 1 to destroy target permanent. That's 1 or more colors.
Shouldn't discard lots of. Oh well.
And then a bunch of. What did I say I had? 11 minus 6 is 5.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just enough to play and equip a Sword of War and Peace on 8.5 tails. Cool. And it's your turn. Watch Alex play like a pro and not extort one of his cards all game.
Yes. Get in my upkeep, I'm going to draw a card and lose a life. And I want to see if I want to pay the mana to stop you from also.
It's okay if you do.
I think I'm going to have to. So,
cool.
Well, hang on. Do I want to pay 4 mana to stop you from getting a single treasure? You have all your mana up, you can just have the treasure.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to lose life, get a card, not even stop you.
Damn. At a certain point in this deck, the Smothering Tithe will hopefully just tap you down instead of...
Temple of the False God.
Yeah.
Good timing for it.
Colorless spells cost 2 less to cast with that Ugin in play. I'm such an idiot.
I'm kind of glad. Top of the False God and a Swamp. Chromatic Lantern. Now all my mana taps. Yeah.
I refer to 8.5 Tails as a Pringle can.
Ashnod's Altar. That's gonna be fun. Tone Black. Unhallowed Pact.
What's that one do?
When the enchanted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control.
Jesus. Can I interest you in more of my cards?
No, it's just the one card over and over.
Yeah.
Adam, can I interest you in one single other one of my goddamn cards?
Seriously.
One, 2, 3, and 2 colorless. Sack Yosei the Morning Star for 2 colorless mana to Ashnod's Altar. It returns to the battlefield under my control. Unhallowed Pact done.
Tapped.
Tapped. 5 permanents you control.
Mm-hmm.
You do get well, no, you just skip your untap set. That's cool. So, Yosei's white. What are your swords? I can't.
This has pro white and red.
Okay.
This has pro black and green.
Okay. Can't hit 8.5 Tails, so that sorts that out.
Yeah.
Start with Cavalier of Dawn. And your Sun Titan. And then probably 3 of your lands. Maybe. Cavalier of Dawn, Sun Titan. Yeah, and then 3 of your lands.
And 3 of my lands?
Yeah.
The lands that you target, I will tap to give those pro white.
Makes sense.
And then activate the Endless Atlas. Draw.
So I said that's 2 colorless. White, black, and by white I mean blue. Hostage Taker. Exile target artifact or creature until Hostage Taker leaves the battlefield. I may cast that card and spend mana as though it were mana of any color. It's artifact or creature. Oh, so tapped. So mana of any color. The sword on 8.5 Tails.
I give it
Yeah,
pro
yeah.
white and make your guy white.
Yeah, makes sense. Give the sword pro weight. Yep, makes sense. Okay. Good, then Hostage Taker doesn't have to survive. Leaving me a blue mana. You got a lot of blockerage up.
Mm-hmm.
I believe... Move that Chromatic Lantern right there. Sego. No one taps it.
No one taps that. That stays tapped.
Yeah.
Drop a Temple of the False Gods.
Good, you need more mana.
I do. Specifically for this turn. 2 colorless to move my Sword of Feast and Famine over to 8.5 Tails. And you've got a Garuda up.
Yep. He's black.
Who is already black, so you've got no blockers for the 8.5 Tails.
Sounds like it.
Sweet. I will swing with 8.5 Tails plus a Sun Titan and a Cavalier of Dawn. When Sun Titan attacks, it gets me a permanent when converted mana cost 3 or less from my graveyard. It's a Silverblade Paladin, 4/2 Soul Bond with my 8.5 Tails, and while they're both in play, they get double strike.
Yeah. Just a double strike. Okay.
Mm-hmm. currently a 7/7.
8.5 Tails' ability is target spell or permanent.
Becomes white until end of turn, and then for 1 and a white, target permanent you control gains protection from white until end of turn.
8.5 Tails is going to hit me twice.
Yeah.
Your Cavalier of Dawn's a 5/7.
5/7.
I'll throw Garuda in front of it.
Yep, we'll bounce off each other.
Alright, so I discard 2, you untap everything.
Untap everything twice. Not that I think that matters. But so
Well, for lands it does.
First, I'm going to stack it so that the Sword of War and Peace procs first. So you're going to take damage equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Makes sense.
I'm going to gain.
Oh, that's already dead. I'm at 12.
Gain life equal to the cards in my hand. Oh.
Yeah. A Titan gets through. 8.5 Tails gets through. That's 2, 4, 6.
Yeah,
Plus 6 is 12, and then plus 1 each is 14. Yep.
Perfect.
I discard this Ravenous Chupacabra, which you can just make white.
Mm-hmm.
And the Black Market, which, and I just have this Massacre Worm. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, the Massacre Worm was like... I couldn't play anything 2 or less.
Okay.